Hello guys and girls, and welcome back to a new video today. This video is my match preview for Tranmere Rovers against Bradford City on the 23rd of November 2021. Quarter to 8 kickoff. Massive game for Tranmere Rovers. Can Tranmere Rovers get back to winning ways against Bradford City? But I do think this game will be a really tough game against the Bantams. So going into this game, Tranmere Rovers did get a draw last Saturday, which was yesterday, and Bradford City did get a draw 1-1. But I will be talking a bit more about that near the end of the video. So Bradford City manager is Derek Adams, who used to be at Morecambe and done really well for them last season, obviously to get them promoted to League One. I think that was for their first ever time. And other things, Tranmere Rovers players that used to play for them were Liam Vidal and Andy Cook, and their captain is Niall Canavan, who is their captain, who is a defender, and he's a really decent defender, obviously because they are one of the biggest clubs in the League Two, obviously. So the last time Tranmere Rovers did play these last season, Tranmere Rovers did get beat at home 1-0 in December, and when Tranmere Rovers went their place, we got a 1-0 win, and that goal was from Danny Lloyd, which was a decent goal, a fantastic goal. But I do expect this game to be a really tricky game against these. I do think both teams will score, like I always say, because they are a good team and they do score quite a few goals in games. But yeah, so on to the next bit. Tranmere Rovers did get a 2-2 draw against Bristol Rovers with Paul Galazzo scoring and Callum McDonald, sorry, shall I say. But the first half performance was terrible, was dreadful. The way we were playing, we didn't click. Giving them so many free kicks and corners, which is not the greatest thing to do, obviously, because us defending when they had the free kicks was not great. We need to mark your man and be steady and be ready for the cross when it comes in. But our players weren't ready because they were just messing about. It just looked like they were messing about in the first half of the free kicks. And it was like thinking, it was like watching paint dry. Oh, it was just like, it was so bad and so poor. But obviously when their second goal went in, it was near enough like the same thing. But then 2 minutes later, Tranmere Rovers did get back in the game with a goal from Callum McDonald. Obviously he was our left back, and he done really well yesterday, even though I normally have I don't think he's the greatest player for us, but he did do a good job yesterday, which he did play really well. And obviously to get us the goal, obviously Paul Glatzel did get the assist, which was fantastic. And yeah, obviously it was 2-1 going into the second half. Tranmere Rovers were the better team, obviously, with Nevitt coming off and Nicky Maynard coming on, as Tranmere Rovers were playing 3-5-2, which was fantastic. The way we were playing, we were creating chances, we were having crosses, and Liam Feeney actually done a cross, and obviously we never thought we'd see the day, obviously, because he's not great at crosses. He really isn't, and he done a great one, and we played really well in the game. And then in the 75th minute, Tranmere Rovers had a corner. Cross was coming in, and I'm not too sure who was the cross. I think it was from Callum McDonald. Fucking hell. I keep getting them mixed up. But yeah, and then Paul Gartzel did get the goal, which he was my man of the match. I thought he'd done really well. He stuck in, we dug in deep, and we should have won the game. We were the better team. The chances we had, we were fantastic in that second half. But Bristol Rovers did have a few chances, and they I'm sure they missed a sitter right near the end. An absolute sitter. I think he had it on his left foot, and then obviously a former player in Adam Collins that used to play for Tranmere obviously was on the bench. I don't think he came on, but yeah. Going into the game, into the other game that Bradford had, they drew 1-1 against Northampton with a Charles Vernon goal for them, and yeah. So I do think this game will be a difficult game. So I'm going to be just saying my team selection. So my team selection is basically the same as Saturday when we drew 2-2 against Bristol Rovers. So that will be Ross Duran in goal. He needs to be a lot more better of catching the ball and punching balls out, if you know what I mean, or try and catch them, because the first 2 goals he could have caught one of them at least. But yeah. So Tom Davis as our centre back, with Peter Clark and Knight Percival. So our 2 wing backs would be Cogley and MacDonald. I thought MacDonald was decent yesterday, done really well. Obviously, that was probably my first time that I've actually said he's actually played well. I'm going to have Kieran Morris, Josh Hawkes, and Spearman if he's back in the team, obviously, unless he's been suspended. I'm not too sure how long his suspension is, or if it's not Spearman, I probably do think it will be O'Connor. Obviously, he done okay yesterday. So, and my 2 strikers up front would be Nicky Maynard and Paul Galazzo. I thought with Nevitt on yesterday, I didn't think he was doing really that well, and I didn't think he had a decent game, but yeah. But for my prediction for this game, I do think Tranmere will get there. I think Tranmere will get a win, and I do think it'll be 2-1 Tranmere. Goals from Tranmere, and I'm going to say Paul Galazzo and Kieran Morris. But for Bradford City, it has to be one man, Andy Cook, a former Tranmere player. But the thing is, will he celebrate against one of his former clubs? So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. This video is match 18. So can Tranmere Rovers get back to winning ways? So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. So I'll see you guys on Tuesday for Tranmere Rovers against Bradford City. Come on, you boys, up the white, super white army.
I like Duncan's YouTube channel, it's brilliant.